And welcome to the Barggianos podcast. My name is Chuck. I am your hostess with the leastest, and with me, as always,
Matt.
What's up, buddy?
Well, tonight Dave decided to grace us with his presence in this Barggianos studio.
Welcome, Dave.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Did you remember how to get back, or was it
Well, that's why they have GPS now, so that I can find my way back to Barggianos.
Okay, I like that. We got some new sound effects on the show. If you hear a random dog bark, we paid a very high cost for that tonight. We got a new member of the household, so that'll be talked about in a later episode. But anyway, how do we get this show started, Matt?
Time for a drink.
Time for a drink. Cheers. Ooh, I got that out of that tin tonight.
Yeah, one day I'm going to bust my bottle open, hitting the bell. And it's hopefully Dave's here because that's going to bring back some stories when we were in Vegas and the glass shattered all over my lap.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I was pissed.
It wasn't even like you slammed it. It just, the bottom fell out of a water.
Yeah, like we just got to Vegas. We're like, hey, let's go to a Mexican restaurant and eat. And we go to this Mexican restaurant. And the glass, I guess, had just came out of the dishwasher. And they put ice and water in there. So when I took it off the table, just like this, the bottom of the glass just busted out all over my lap. I'm soaking wet in the restaurant.
So you weren't even drinking yet. You're just drinking, not drunk, but no,
yeah, it
no
was
alcohol.
water.
Yeah, we had just got there.
So your water broke.
Yeah.
He looked like he pissed himself.
Oh, and guess how much they offered us? I'll get you another water.
I was going to say 2 pesos.
Yeah, they gave us nothing. But anyway.
Can I ask a question? Did you make fun of him, or was it like kind of a make fun of situation?
I mean, again, I told people as we walked by that he had pissed his pants, and that's what happened. So
I'm just saying, because if the situation was flipped, how bad would he have messed with you?
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, you'd have been doing dishes and behind the scenes when it was over with you.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Speaking of Vegas and entertainment, did you see the Ozzy Osbourne concert that just happened?
The last one.
Yeah, it was the Prince of Darkness, his final performance.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. What a career.
Yeah, it's crazy. He said he wanted to do it because he wanted to make sure people knew he wasn't going away quietly. They said he stopped his meds.
Oh, really?
For the performance because he'd rather be in pain.
Wow.
Whatever back surgery he had.
So it was. I was reading it too. They said that he had spinal surgery, and he said if he could take anything back, he would have took back not had that surgery. He was better before the surgery, and it's just made his life hell.
Yeah. So if anybody hasn't checked that out, then check out the concert. They made like this goth chair for him because he didn't want people seeing him in an actual wheelchair. So they made this goth chair and rolled it up, and he tried to stand up a few times. I mean, I still think he had a hell of a voice with the illness he's got going on. And then at the end of the show, it was kind of cool. They didn't wheel him off the stage, drop down to take him back down. But he donated all the money.
Do you hear how much it was?
I heard that 190 million. I think.
They said around $200 million.
Yeah, donated it. He said he made enough money from music throughout his lifetime, so he wants to donate it. But his wife also disinvited a group because they wanted too much money to play.
So I heard that story, and I heard a rumor of who it was, but do you know for sure?
I don't know, but they said it was a big name band.
I hadn't heard.
Again, I don't want to throw rumors out there, but of what I heard was it was Marilyn Manson.
Oh, wow.
But again, I don't want to dog him if it wasn't, but that was the only one I kind of researched it to look it up. But I'm like, that maybe because those guys aren't the most popular band. Maybe they were trying to get a little bit more of a nut from a big performance, but that's unfortunate if that was the case. I mean, they were showing a lot of the bands giving him his flowers behind the scenes, and they're making him gifts, and he was in the wheelchair and stuff. And you could tell he was just tickled to death to be there and having a ball. The one guy, I forget the name of the band, Yellow Wolf or something like that. They made do you see this? He had a necklace with a cross.
Yeah, I saw pictures of it. I haven't gotten a chance to check out the whole thing myself. I will be soon, but
and a box too. He was really tickled with the box, but yeah. And then there's some other fun stuff. You seen what you said the drummer or something? the daughter?
Yeah, the daughter got engaged to a drummer right at...
The drummer from Slipknot, I thought.
I don't know what band
I'm pretty sure
from,
it was Slipknot.
Yeah, right after the show or as the show was ending, he proposed to her on stage, I believe.
No, it was actually backstage when they were all like just talking.
Okay.
And a good podcast would have like actual audio or video to go with this, but why do that? But there was I seen video of it, and I guess the Slipknot drummer got down on his knees in front of her and was proposing. Oh, okay. And I don't know what he said exactly, but Ozzy was joking. He's like, "Y'all be like marry my fucking daughter," and he didn't realize it was like he was really proposing.
Oh,
and they said he was all happy and stuff. But
yeah,
it was kind of cute to see the Prince of Darkness and some happy moments. But yeah, it was kind of an ending of an era, man. I mean, did you guys see that photo of all the musicians they had?
No,
I didn't see that.
Looked like almost like a JCPenney, studio type of thing. But they had like Steven Tyler, they had all the Slipknots. They had Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins. But there was like 25 people in the picture, and he was in his crown or his
throne.
Thank you,
yeah.
In his throne, and yeah, it was a pretty cool shot. So
yeah, a good podcast will post that right here.
Hey, I see it.
Yeah,
that's a great picture.
Yeah,
wow,
that's very nice.
So
yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Great band. He still had a great voice.
He
at
did.
72, being sick as he is with Parkinson's.
I didn't expect a whole lot. I didn't watch a lot of it, but the parts I seen, he sounded really good.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was singing through the pain because he knew that was his last performance and really wanted to get her done. But yeah.
But how cool. How cool.
Very cool.
It just, I don't know. It reminds you of like being a kid and all these things are going away that like, we used to know and everything. You got your Blockbusters, you got your Toys R Us, and speaking of one, no foreshadowing whatsoever on the TV back here, but did you hear? I was excited by this that Chuck E. Cheese's. Do you guys familiar with Chuck E. Cheese's?
No, I know showbiz.
Well, I'm going to get to a point for this.
Are you talking about the cheese that's up in your refrigerator, Chuck? Or?
No,
Oh,
but you're close, and I like your guess. But no, Chuck E. Cheese is branching off. And they're making like an arcade for towards adults, and they're going to call it Chuck's Arcade. So I didn't get any phone calls. I didn't get any kind of points on this. I'm kind of upset by that. But I was looking at that, and I'm not sure if they're doing like a booze thing because you go to like Tennessee or Nashville and you see these like arcade bars, that kind of stuff. I was curious if it was something like that, but I'm not too sure. But you guys ever? Towards the end of it, there was. I guess they're still open, but all you hear of Chuck E. Cheese's is like fights in the parking lot and crimes going on. And
I haven't been to a Chuck E. Cheese in years because I don't have little kids. But the only thing that I had heard was that they stopped with the animatronic shows. Is that true?
So, I don't know.
So I got a few fun facts because I was looking this up. If you guys want to hear them, stop me at any time.
But of course.
I did love not being able to eat cheese days. I did love Chuck E. Cheese pizza. I did. I would gladly take my kids there on a coupon.
A coupon?
Coupon. Yeah, like Cheerios.
Cheerio.
Like $20, get you like 2 pizzas, $10 worth of games, and I love their pizza.
So the pizza there, I got some controversy on this little piece of paper. I don't remember last episode. I feel like I'm the 90s, 80s radio DJ. You hear the radio in the background, but I'm getting real professional. I'm printing off sheets, Excel formats.
It's even colored too. That's impressive.
Power BIs. Wow. If you don't know Power BI,
Cool.
who the hell are you, right?
Right.
But you had a beer before we just started. But a couple things. I'll throw a couple fun facts at you. The founder of Chuck E. Cheese's was actually also the founder of Atari. Believe it or not, a guy named Nolan Bunshell, and it was in 1977. His dream was to blend arcade games with pizza, like pizza. The full name of, what do you think the full name of Chuck E. Cheese is?
I don't know. I knew it as Showbiz.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
I'm getting that's on here too. So Chuck E. Cheese. What does the E in cheese stand for?
Edward.
It's very obvious. It's a noun. It's not really a name. It's a
Eating.
Very close. Very close.
Entertainment.
Bingo.
Chuck Entertainment Cheese.
It was. That's right. Chuck's official name is dramatic as it gets. Its full name is Charles Entertainment Cheese. So I was going to go by entertainment myself, but it was taken. So that's something to go by. It was also the originally called Pizza Time Theater. First location was in San Jose, California. I
kind of remember that name. I don't know why.
I don't know if it was actually called that or that was like a guessing game. I'm getting your showbiz part though. I was reading, this was interesting. There was a mix-up in the costume. So originally, the creator wanted to have the coyote as the as a mascot, but they got the costume wrong, so it was a rat, so it became Chuck E. Cheese. And then what's some other fun ones on here? It had a rival, which was Showbiz Pizza. And
that was a rival?
Yeah, there was rivals. They had gangs and everything.
No, I thought it was the same company and they changed names.
I thought so too. That's
the two chains eventually merged in 1984.
Oh, wow.
So I remembered as Showbiz before, like,
yeah, so do
90s, 2000, it started becoming called Chuck E. Cheese. And I'm like, no, that's mother freaking Showbiz right there.
Didn't they have the same animatronics?
Yeah, because I'm assuming they were eventually the same company. So they're just using the same thing.
I guess in 1984, that's all I'll remember.
Is it like a Hardee's and Carl's Jr. type deal? where it was Hardee's here?
I didn't dig deep enough, but I'm going to get back to you on the next one. So,
all right, yeah.
These are great questions, though.
I'll look for an email.
What else? You had the place started the whole the blaster where you got in the booth and the tickets come flying at you, where the kids grab the stuff in the wind. That was interesting. They started hand stamping security, so parties and kids get matching stamps to ensure the safe exits of the children.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, when I took my kids there, they gave us matching stamps to make sure. And then if a parent came in separate, because there was times I met my wife there, or she met me there, and we'd have to walk up to show our stamp, so they'd give them the exact stamp.
We actually started to do that, implementing that in Barggianos as well. So if you come with your significant other, we will stamp your hand and his or her hand. So just something to be aware of. And you wouldn't believe how much the price of ink is. It's really, really gone up since the tariffs.
That's good, because there's some nights at Barggianos where you got to look at the stamp to realize which one is your significant other.
I'm like, yo, who's this guy over here?
Yeah.
Who's this guy? It's 20, and it filed for bankruptcy in 2020 due to COVID, but it came back strong. You can rent the whole place. It used to be a rat with a cigar. There was some other ones. There's albums. They had actually music albums out. Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You're the biggest music guy that you would know.
I don't know. We're talking about the animatronics, though, that they actually had there was a lot of different stories where there was haunted Chuck E. Cheese's, and there was rumors that one of the rumors was that when the mouse went to die, there was like a room that they had to destroy the actual costume and stuff. Like this was like real stuff I read. Interesting. I guess they didn't want it to get out, but people could use it and do bad things.
Dave.
Well, there goes my nightmares for tonight.
Yeah.
And then I guess a little last fun fact I liked was there was a couple of different rumors I read, but one was, and this was maybe an urban legends, but it said that they would take the used pizza and they would make it into a whole pizza and then serve that to the next person.
I heard about
again,
that.
I'm not saying Chuck E. Cheese does that at all, but that's what I read on the internet.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Yeah.
I just saved myself $1 million. Allegedly, they take the pizza, they put it together, but I don't think they do that.
It was on the internet. It must be true.
It was. And then they also showed me where Elvis was, so it's true.
Yeah. Did you ever take your kids to Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, we've probably within the last 5 years we went there. Now everything's on like a token, like a card. Yeah. They one of those facts that said they got rid of the little metal tokens and they went to the cards. And to me personally, I like the tokens. I want to get in there and I want to feel like I'm like a degenerate gambler when I'm like 8 years old. Why not? Why not set me up for success when I get older?
Like feeding nickel slots with $2 rolls, just holding it there.
The big memory I have is when I was younger, I used to candy stripe at a nursing home, believe it or not. I was a volunteer. I was a good boy. And for the treat for the summer, they took us to a movie. A movie is like a moving picture on the screen. I'll explain that later to you, Matt. But they took us to a movie, and then they took us to Chuck E. Cheese's or Showbiz, which one it was. And a machine was broke. And some of the kids go, Chucky, come here. And they're pushing the button to get all the tickets out. And they got 1,000 tickets. Guess what I did? Didn't do it. I was honest. I didn't want to be the bad kid. So
I'd have taken all the tickets.
I know you would have. Yeah, I know
all the tickets.
I'm not bragging. I'm saying, but I was like, no, that's not right. I didn't do that. And Mr. McGee over there walked away with like a freaking 40-inch TV, and I'm walking with like a pencil and like my finger was stuck in a Chinese trap. It just
matter of fact, I would have had him refill the tickets and did it again.
You're like, excuse me, kind sir, your tickets are full.
Yeah, the tickets are out. I need to play this game again.
Son, why is your hand bleeding? Don't you worry about it.
Right? Yeah.
But yeah, how about you guys? Ever any crazy stories at Chuck E. Cheese's or Showbiz?
I mean, I went there as a kid, and I remember going there as a kid, but actually my best memory of Chuck E. Cheese was right before I moved out west, and I took your oldest daughter and Ryan's son to Chuck E. Cheese.
Wow.
As a goodbye before I left.
That was a see you later.
That's nice.
Yeah. Nice knowing you. Hey.
Yeah.
Enjoy this pizza and some games.
He's trying to do my volunteering story, saying, you got anything better to beat that, or
no? I mean,
you cure cancer for an orphanage, or
no? I used MS. No,
Matt Schuler.
Yeah, okay. I used to go to Chuck E. Cheese. I used to take the kids there, like I said, and I enjoyed it. I'm an arcade guy. I love playing arcade games with the kids. We got a local spot here that I take the kids up to. It's no Chuck E. Cheese, but, decent arcade food. But as far as Chuck E. Cheese, I'm always the dad that goes and buys, oh, you want another $5 worth of tokens? Sure, no problem.
So we call that a pushover.
Yes.
Okay, nothing wrong with that.
But I liked arcades. I probably spent $5 in the kids' tokens, so I had to replenish. So it's like, the kids get into grandma's candy or dad's candy. They never replenish. Like, I replenish the quarters. I used to love playing basketball.
Okay. The basketball game. So the pizza was, I like the pizza. I got a little, people really knocked the pizza, the quality of the pizza.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. We did the salad bar there, too.
Oh, yeah. You don't see salad bars anymore anywhere.
Not after COVID.
Yeah, very few places. You don't really see buffets of any kind, hardly anymore.
All the casinos are getting rid of them. I miss the all-you-can-eat crab legs.
Crab legs. Oh, yeah. You can't find them anywhere.
No.
Anywhere.
You can go to Golden Corral, though. That's top-notch, baby.
I've never been to Golden Corral probably since after the age of 10.
My parents love it.
They still go?
Yeah.
What's their go-to? They got like chocolate fountains? Or
Oh, I don't know.
Just to get away from you?
I know one of my daughters goes to. She loves it. I don't need enough food to go to a buffet, but if you got all you can eat crab leg and it's not $119, I'm probably in. Okay. But do you remember the lines at all you can eat buffets at the casinos?
Oh my God, they were ridiculous, especially on all you can eat crab night.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Everyone would use their card. I remember, use all their points for the cards.
Yeah.
And my parents would always go, "Hey, they didn't eat crab." They're like, "Hey, you want to come up? We'll get you the crab legs." I had like $1 to my name. Like, hell yeah, let's get up here. And I would leave gluttonly full. Like I thought my belly was literally going to explode, and it was my veins were just full of butter, and it was. And then I just walk and get a beer. I'm like, I need more consistency.
Yeah, speaking of crab legs, I remember the time we were out in Vegas. I think it was Bellagio, maybe, or Aria, or where was it?
No, I think if you're thinking of the same time that I'm thinking of, it was off strip. It was at Green Valley Ranch where they had they coated the crab legs.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and they grilled them or did something, and you had fucking sauce for days.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Armpits. Your armpits probably smelled terrible with deodorant on.
You needed like a biohazard suit in order to eat these things. It was unbelievable.
He was a disaster, dude. I'm telling you, there's butter and sauce going down his forearms, going up here. There wasn't enough napkins to clean this guy
Dave
out.
looked like he just delivered on the newborn infant.
Yeah.
No, my ex took me home and hosed me down, I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
Hey, you're not coming in the house.
Yeah.
I remember going, again, this was a handful of times. It was like a treat to go get the crab legs at the casino. And I made the mistake. It was the winter time and my hands were so dry. And I put lotion on. And it was it was a scented. It wasn't a non-scented lotion like I normally use. And you get your hands get all raw from the butter. So the whole time I'm eating these crab legs, all I could do is smell this girly, not girly, but like that, some kind of scented lotion. And I still remember the smell of it. And I was like, oh man, I wish I would have,
Yeah, but what's the worst? It's either that or your hands are dry and then they get cut up when you're trying to crack the crabs and leave there bleeding. I mean, what's your choice?
Well, see, that's the thing. Before every time I'd go in the winter, I would prepare for this because that's who I am. And I put the lotion on. I'm all proud of myself. I get in the car. I'm like, oh no, that's awfully scented. I smell like a wonderful, delicious female.
Oh,
but
no.
my where's the button?
You've reached your limit on
that
talking.
Was the wrong button.
Shut the fuck up.
Was it the wrong button?
Sad part is my button.
Oh no!
That's the button I meant to hit.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. We got it right once.
Did we? Speaking of random shit, did we ever show Dave the knock button?
Oh no.
Wait, hold on. I got to do.
Oh
Oh no!
You gotta go over.
I don't know if it's the. So Dave, we're gonna play a sound effect. Tell me this. I played this one night. I played this one night when I was setting up this board. First, before we even record it, I'm getting a couple sounds together. This is a knocking sound effect. And for the audience at home, if you're listening in the car, probably more in the car, but tell me if this doesn't sound extremely real.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's eerily real.
I know. It's pretty crazy.
So picture me, I'm sitting over there at the high table here, getting everything ready, kind of like brainstorming how we're going to do this. I hit this. I am not kidding, because the wall was right next to me. Scared the living shit out of me. Like, a little bit of pee came out because I had this thing cranked up as high as it went, probably, and I was like, Jesus Christ! And which one was it again? Do that one more time. Yeah,
that is crazy.
and you can hear the bass. You can even hear the bass in it.
So I don't know what it sounds like to the listeners, but I'd be interested to hear. I'm gonna obviously go back and listen, but
yeah,
it's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
We show everybody and they're like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. And then when you play it, you're like, oh shit, that's real.
I bring my sons down here sometimes where we start and playing around, and he's like, "Can I play the knock noise?" So
And that'd be great for like a haunted house, right?
That's what it reminded me of. The first thing that it reminded me of was haunted house.
I was thinking it reminds me of slipping something in Dave's drink and then playing it to see how he reacts.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything like that.
Of course you don't, sweetie. It's okay. It's
Yeah,
okay. You're
so-
pretty. So anyway, so we talked about Chuck E. Cheese's and Rufy and Dave. Anything else going on? That's you had something you were going to bring up. You were telling me earlier about some new trend going on.
There's a new trend talking about dumb shit kids do. And I know, I mean, again, if you guys didn't see the Dave and I podcast, we did a lot of dumb shit as kids. Okay. But I think kids are getting dumber and dumber. So, like, did you ever play the game where you ran to your neighbor, rang the doorbell, and ran, knocked on the door and ran? There were no cameras back then. Like, as long as you ran fast enough, like, you were good.
You're never going to get caught. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what we used to call that?
No.
Ding dong ditching.
Ding dong ditching.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Dave, do you remember what we used to call that?
I do remember that. That is
the
name.
It was ding dong ditching.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'd go around and do that. But now there's a new trend that kids are trying to kick in the doors. So it's amplified.
Explain when you say kick in the doors.
Ding dong ditching on steroids.
Is that ding dong kicking?
Ding dong kicking, I guess. So I do have a little news story about this, and we'll give the audience a little preview and then talk a little bit more about this.
A police warning about the TikTok door kicking challenge. Kids are kicking people's front doors down. People say the prank is not only illegal, but it could be dangerous. Eva Pilgrim has a story. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning again, George. This is a warning for parents who talk to their kids about the door kicking challenge, currently trending on social media. You can see the challenge in this video. 3 kids kicking and banging on a door. Police in Chandler, Arizona, sharing this video. Authorities say the trio targeted the same house 18 times, scaring that family so much that they actually moved from that home. The police department writing in its post, let's be clear, these pranks can have serious consequences and lead to charges such as criminal damage, disorderly conduct, or harassment. Parents, please take a moment to talk with your children. Know where they are, who they're with, and what they're doing. They are now in the process of bringing charges against.
I mean, yeah, that's ridiculous. And so it looked like the video, they're actually like running as fast as they could and trying to kick the door down.
Kick the door.
It wasn't like knock, knock, hi.
So this is a new TikTok challenge, and they're trying to get, let's call it status with their friends, right? They're trying to be cool. Hey, this is cool. And I watched some videos to see how amplified it is, and it wasn't a front door. It was someone's garage door, and this couple had a camera inside their house. They're sitting on the couch, probably watching a TV show, because who watches movies? And their dog's right there, and the door gets kicked in, and you see someone run, and then the dog even got scared, and then the husband scrambling, or boyfriend, the guy at the house is scrambling. So there are teens actually kicking the door all the way in or kicking the door through.
Where is it at? What states? I mean, I'm sure everywhere, but did they say like?
This was in Arizona, the story you just heard. I heard Texas is a big state.
Hey, that's smart.
Yeah, because Texas, I forget what the law is, but basically if anybody's a threat to you on the property, you can just carry and kill.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is you probably got some real butthead kids for real, but you got some kids probably just trying it because it's a TikTok trend.
Yeah.
And they're going to get shot.
Right. And then they're going to be the headline, and it's going to be unfortunate.
Parents, talk to your kids.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, by any means, this is more of an awareness of, be cautious of what your kids are doing. This is a new trend out there on TikTok. Kids try to gain status with their friends. They want to be the cool kid, whatever the case may be. They want to, be the popular person, but it's going to put them in a bad position. And, we'll say teenagers, but in some states, 17, you're tried as an adult, maybe even 16. I don't know all the state laws. But can you imagine just being a kid, just trying to do something funny and you ruin your life because you do a TikTok trend?
Yeah. I mean, even you said the most extreme one is someone could get shot. I mean, there's charges. Even less extreme than that, though, is, hey, when you go to apply for a job or something like that, they go and they find you on TikTok doing some kind of door kick challenges. And then all of a sudden, you've worked hard to build a career and something that happened when you were 16 comes back to bite you.
Yeah, no good.
That's why you do your stupid shit when you're older. Like, start a podcast.
Right.
Nobody cares.
Or you don't put it on video like none of us did when we were that age.
Yeah. I said this 100 times, but I could not imagine if there was phones and social media. Very cliche, but if there, it would be a whole different trajectory.
I don't think I would kick in doors. I mean, like I said, I played Ding Dong Ditch, right? But I don't think it would have ever crossed my mind to try to kick in a door. First of all, if I break that door, like I'm getting my ass whooped by the homeowner or by my dad when he finds out, and I'm probably paying out of my own pocket to replace the door, and I'm probably replacing it myself. My dad's probably teaching me how to do it and making me do all the work, lift it myself, pick up the hammer, pick up the nail gun. Like,
that's what happened with someone that I know that was playing mailbox baseball when we were kids.
Yeah.
That one was like a federal offense because you're messing with the mail. And now all of a sudden...
Explain exactly what mailbox baseball is for everybody.
For anyone who doesn't know, mailbox baseball is when you're driving down the road and hanging out of a passenger window as the driver pulls up near a mailbox and you try and knock it off with a baseball bat.
And usually this would be your car, right?
No, I was in the back seat, maybe.
I threw an apple one time.
Yeah.
It was amazing. That's my wife.
Oh, you rebel, Chuck.
At a mailbox moving and 40 miles per hour, hit it like a dart. It was
I think about that too. Like, I mean, I'm guilty of it when I was probably 7, 8, or 9, like throwing a rock out of a rock bed at a car at my parents' house.
I was going to say, did you guys see, this is for real, the news story. This was probably 5-6 years ago. These kids were at an overpass with like big
boulders,
big old boulder stones from a river, dropping it. They end up dropping it. I think they killed like a 30-year-old man with like
crazy
kid or two, and they were showing these kids they're in court and they went to jail for like manslaughter. Like some of them were in jail they were tried as adults. I think they were like 15, 14, and their life's over. So
back to the story. Like, don't be stupid kids. Like, we've done all this stupid stuff. It doesn't build your clout. It doesn't build you. It may win you a popularity contest right now, but you'll ruin your life. You might find yourself in a coffin. In jail. In jail. It's a very, very, very dangerous situation, and we don't want you to. You might end up as a girlfriend to a man named Coffin in jail. Yeah, yeah.
Very likely.
So
that's what will happen if you do this.
It could happen.
So parents, be aware of what your kids are doing. Be aware of the trends on TikTok. There's let's see here. I personally found this by watching some of the stories. Let's see if they accepted me. I can't tell you what the room is called. It's like parents
special dads 22.
Parenting Tech World. Parenting Tech World. There's like 60,000 people in this room, and it keeps parents up to date on the new tech trends that are out there to make sure their kids aren't doing it. So it's Parenting Tech World. I just joined the group today. I haven't been accepted yet, but there's 60,000 members in there. And when I was watching some of these stories, the news pointed me to this direction.
That's great. That's great that there's a group like that for people who are not very tech savvy, and they can, go on there and have it explained to them in layman's terms what is going on and what their kids might be doing.
Yeah.
You know what else is good to learn about?
What's that?
Or you can follow Barggianos podcast.
Yeah.
Have you pointed? Yeah. Have you pointed today anywhere, Matt?
Yeah, I did. Remember that picture?
Do we need one more point? I'll give you I'll give Dave the free point today. So if you guys are liking what you're hearing, if you're liking what you're seeing, please hit the like and subscribe button. Look at that happy smile man over there. We can be found on all social media platforms, on the X, on the Facebook, on the Instagram. I like how I'm old guy calling it the computer. And again, if you like what you're hearing, you can watch every episode in 4K on YouTube. So please check us out. We do a lot of good stuff on there, and we got our shorts and our follow, and Matt's getting haircuts. I got a haircut tonight. I mean, we're really working on the game there. So
we're all wearing collared shirts tonight.
Yes, this is a very professional. This was a last minute. Dave, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me, as always.
Yeah.
Me and Dave he was coming over. We were trying to arrange whose door we were going to kick down, yours or Derek's. And he's like, hey, I'm like, why don't you hop on? So it all worked out for the good.
Yeah. So, but back to what Chuck was saying. Make sure you like and subscribe. It helps us out. It really does. If you're liking what you're hearing, you get us more in your feed. If you need a little bit more Matt and Chuck in your day, just like, and we'll continue to show up on your feed.
That's what I do. I always need some more Matt and Chuck in my day. So
Good.
I like and subscribe. Hopefully liking and subscribing to Barggianos is the next TikTok trend.
Yeah. Well,
you heard it here first, folks.
And I want to, before we close out, Chuck did put me on a calendar. Or cover. You know what I meant. I mean, it's a calendar, woman. But I will mention, like, Chuck is still solo with all the attractive women, and he sticks me. I had mentioned this last time, Dave. He sticks me next to you, bedside. He sticks me as Mario. I think I was Luigi.
Sometimes he just sticks you.
Yeah. So
he likes
every time there's not like a cute chick that he can put up there, he's like, oh, Matt's on the cover. So he took that and he's like, hey, look, I put you on the cover with this blonde chick. However, Chuck could not get the audacity to remove himself. So he's still got to be there.
Can I say something? First off, I like to refer to her as a very pretty woman, not a hot chick. Jesus.
My wife is pretty. My wife is pretty.
Number two, there was two guys on there. I took the goofy looking guy with the cross-eyes away from you, so I would do it. And you're next to the pretty attractive young lady.
But look at the bags under my eyes, dude. I look like I haven't slept in days.
I look like I'm looking north, east, south, and west in that picture. So if you guys if you're listening to this, look at the cover we're talking about. It looks like a amusement park thing.
He's got something coming.
I mean, it really looks like the mouse is bending you over, Chuck. That's what I'm seeing. That's what stuck out, and that's why Chuck wanted to be on this cover.
That's why his eyes are crossed. It
had nothing to do with her.
Well, that's why he's smiling, and that's why I'm smiling. So I'm like, geez. I'm just saying. So you're welcome.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
He's the most needy person I've ever known. I mean, he wants the cover. He wants to be on there with a girl. I don't know what else to do, Dave. You got anything? Any advice? Please let me know. You've known him a long time.
I mean, first off, if I cared about making him happy, I might have tried, but I don't think even if you tried that there was any keeping this guy happy. Okay. He'll bitch about anything.
I'm going to put you one time with a cover of like just 85 young attractive girls and just you.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll find some reason to complain.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Well, boys, I think we did it tonight. Dave, seriously, thank you for coming on.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Hopefully we can do it again soon. Matt, thanks for always making fun of me and making me feel like nothing's ever good enough for you. But, one day I'm going to fulfill that fulfill that for you. But, buddies, I say Barggianos out.
I hope it's right.
And welcome. I wasn't done talking. I almost forgot to say something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you played the different music. Okay, go ahead.
Good thing that didn't mess up or anything like that. So
Sure.
What I was trying to say is
You're still not right.
yeah, this episode's never gonna end.
There you go.
Okay. Well, sorry about that. I thought I kind of stroked out for a second. Again, I want to say thank you, Dave, for being on.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Sometimes I just feel like I never can fulfill Matt. I don't know what's going on there. But with that, second try, Barggianos out.